Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we fought the second star map on touchscreen, but silly me forgot to let Eve know we rescued his Jawa friend, so we are now going to find him and let him know of what we've done for him. And then we'll head back to Kashyyyk and then hopefully we'll go exploring and find a way to the lower bit of Kashyyyk and find our star map. Out of the way! Hold on, what's going on here? Forgive me for intruding here. My name is Zenon Vek. I believe you dropped the data pad and wish to return it to you. Sorry. Thanks. A pleasure, human. You should examine it and make sure it's not broken. Goodbye, human. The Jira Heradan. Have no idea who they are, but looks like there might have to be something to do in a future quest. But anyway, let's quickly run to our friend Iz and let him know that the Sand People lets his Jara buddies go. Now people have got Bastila and Johanny out. I thought they might have some level up, but I don't think they have. But anyway, is oh, thank you, kind. Is of Jara would like to thank you for what you've done. You have returned mine have returned for you. This is great. I agree that you hope that these things will come. Oh, things will come to this and be welcome. That'll be fun. Good luck. You are a good friend of Java. We will remember when your kind gone. Ask you anything you need. Oh, anything. Let me know. Anyway, let's head back onto the ship. And let's get back to what we were meant to be doing. Of course, go to Kashyyyk. Oh, God damn it! Oh, never mind. I thought I was gonna get attacked by ship fighters. Why do I think that's gonna happen to me? Hope you can see me all right. Let's get back to the task at hand. Anyway. Mission, Zaalbar, let's go. Oh, it's this guy here, Frodo Mendo. What do you want? I can't got time off loading cargo, so can you make it quick? What do you know? What do you do for Shadow Corporation? Oh, I'm not actually considered a real employee, at least not enough to get one of those uniforms. I just let around, I just let in and load a cargo. When it comes to ship, I'm straightforward, but when I pass the campaign myself, run a game? Let me go back to my other questions. It's been a while since another super's come in, so go ahead. I've got some questions about Kazakh. Thank you. What do you mean? I suppose rookies called a planet of the like, but they want, but the company pays them for the name. I don't know much about that. I'm just staying here and load the cargo. Better than asking the patrol guards or Janos. Heard any off-planet rumours? Thank you. But it's too hot to wear for you. I don't know what my Star Wars talks about. Hold on. Oh, lost track of what he's saying. Hopefully people will read it. Ugh. Should we play some Berserk? Berserk? Let's do a game. God, I can't remember the last time I played Berserk. Oh, I was lucky. Oh, you bastard. Is the camera work, by the way? I got myself a... I don't know if you noticed, but I got a light. Yay! Hooray! Yeah. Do I stay? It's not like a light, it's just like a desk lamp, just put underneath my camera. Do I stand or do I end the turn? Oh. That was perfect! That's really Kappa, I ignored you and I won. I'll play some more later. I want to get started on this planet. Were you here for the last? Were you here the last time, Kappa? I don't remember. I've already done the recap. Ooh, mailbox.
No problem. Didn't work.
Gotcha. Simple. Gotcha. Simple.
Well, I've got the star map for Tatooine.
What?
Comrade? Feed again, human! It seems to cause the hunt what was supposed to this troubled world. I've been along, but I hope... Oh, I see. I hope you're not be jogging. What are you doing here, comrade? Follow me? Well, food concern, I don't know. I fucking tend to find a fine job of killing each other without me. I've here great parade and we face on Tatooine. The climate here is particularly cold. I don't think I'll be allowed to hunt. Whose permission are you looking for? A Stuart question. Joe Corporation is in control, but they don't care for all to send them. So as long as I pay for the documentary, instead I've got to get in touch with the native Wookiee population. I'm not here to kill the biggest thing I can. I need to I want to understand how they hunt. What are you going to do to gain their trust? Very little. I'm sure that enough off-roaders like Circle and Plantations I simply try to stay out their way. I heard rumours of offlanders who gain respect by living in the Settlers for some years. Perhaps I will attempt the same. It could be just a hunter's tale though. What do you know of Kazakh? I know that it's not enough. Even my docking area, seeing this world is a true wonder. My desert-dimmed imagination doesn't do it justice. The same seashore corporation. They lack the appreciation for the wild nature of this world. I don't like having to deal with them. If not Zerka, who would you prefer to deal with? The native leadership of the Wookiees, of course. This is their world after all. I can understand why they have allowed... I don't understand why they like the read. Wait, typo there! Perhaps I had no choice. There's always an option to fight, even though there's no option to win. Of course, it's easy for you to say that being an outsider. I would hope not to complex enslaving of the world. It's not my place to judge. I only just arrived. I'm not going to ask him about the star map because it wouldn't make sense. Like the idea of the Jedi like going, oh, you keep it secret. Then again, I think oh fuck, my language. Kasich, my helmet! I should have prepared for coming here. I don't know if I prepared myself. Prepared me? What do you mean? I didn't leave Kasich voluntarily. Miss must have told you that I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I'm an exile. The slave of Kasich took me after I was forced to leave my village 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fighting stopped, but my father didn't believe me. When I told him my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and my people. I shouldn't be allowed back here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe you? I attacked my brother. I was so mad. I used my claws. You don't understand what it means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. We shouldn't use them in battle. This is to become an animal. This is madness without honor. I was forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I can say is to be trusted. They were wanting to cast me out. I'll deal with that when it comes to that. We have to. Let's go. I don't have much hope. Hello, thieves. How are you? We basically found out poor Zaalbar here was exiled from his home for basically using this clause which is forbidden in Wookiee culture.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Martin is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
Oh, just saw in your Discord. Yes, well done on handing in your dissertation. I hope you've done well.
So, new spaces have come to Wild Caching.
Been better.
Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash.
I'll get there.
The interest on his loans
not
will
been an
drain
easy
you
time.
like
I
a
had
Peruvian
been
fatworm
speaking
on a
to
hut's
people and hoping
backside.
to get
First
my mental
off,
health back on track.
hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
What do you know of Kasich?
I don't concern myself with what goes on past this landing port. The Wookiees are very difficult to deal with. No business sense.
You mean they don't tolerate cheats?
No, I mean they don't respect the finer points of a good business plan. Give and take.
No, I think
That's why the
Mr. had it right
Corporation
first time,
simply
don't you
takes.
think? What do you mean by
You'd
that?
have to take your question to the Zerka Corporation and the Wookiees themselves. I keep to myself.
I want to go back to my other
Of
questions.
course. I'm here to serve.
Do you always enslave your indebteds?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters.
Something about this whole situation stinks worse than an overcrowded Ronto stable. What kind of friends would just abandon a crewmate?
You think you know someone and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Martin. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade.
Do you and Des have a habit of running off?
It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here.
How much debt buys a man's
Oh,
life?
it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matten is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt?
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him.
This guy is very sus. I want to go back to my other
Of
questions.
course. I'm here to...
Well, let's see what you carry.
You're in a hurry.
Let's see. Oh, no. That's 1,000. That. Security, demolitions. The mask. Contraband, strength, outlets, shield. Tampon unit. Hyperstimulant, These could poison. I could have bought the armor. I could have bought the armor, but I think it's just been a bit too much money.
Welcome to Adean. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Zerka Corporation is very efficient.
You have something to be proud of, fool.
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
You work on Kazakh and you don't understand the language.
Zerka Corporation calls the planet Adean, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made it so we don't need to. Wookiees are unable to speak Basic, but for the last decade, the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand it.
Why would a Wookiee leader do
I
that?
understand he works very closely with Zerka Corporation. He wants his people to work well with us. It eases tensions.
It makes my people Zaalbar slaves.
What did he say?
So
I don't usually have a translator I can ask.
would you... No, in basic just makes... No! That known basics just makes it people...
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
Why don't you think to stop it?
I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Zerka Corporation on this outpost.
Not just... I don't know, not necessarily that. It's just... I don't know, they remind me too much of animals and I'm not a furry. How convince you all the benefits with no guilt?
I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
What's your job here?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources.
Imagine it'd be like if you saved a cat or a dog.
Time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
Not really. I want to ask a question about the
I'm
planet.
sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work.
No, this has got really weird. Goodbye now,
Farewell.
prick.
I do my job and keep my mouth shut. Maybe I can do some good if I stay out of people's way.
2 E's. It's spelled with 2 E's. Where could you go? How is Zuckerberg's value doing better on Edan? So about the planet, you called it G562623 before. Version of the classic basic name is Idan, chosen by corporate ballot amongst the stockholders. Oh, seems like you're really acquainted with the world, given your choice of traveling companion. I've been away for a very long time. You let your speech speak for you? You allow more liberty than most of our customers. Allow more liberties? What do you mean? It means that they are slaves. That they take my people from their homes and send them to the highest bidder. Your workers seem displeased with the situation, but I fail to see a concern. You seem to be a satisfied customer. Zaalbar's no slaves! He placed a life debt to me! Fucker! States, I commend you for it. You must have eaten on a strainer collar. I don't demean a life debt! Don't! Call him off. Why? I should let him kill you. Killed a lot of you. I'm really a servant of Circle, but the rookie is in agreement. Houston is made as delicate as possible. Please don't let this decision be I saw you. I was betrayed. You want to tell me about these agreements? I'll tell you about these agreements. We supply arms in exchange for the supply of healthy rookies. We keep them profitable and agreeable, their leader, and this keeps them in power. We keep the process and from becoming a constant firefight. What is the leader's name? I believe his name is Chunder. I don't believe deal him directly. Oh, thank goodness. Far too Brutus. Not a name I wanted to hear! It sounds like you're full and your opinion about our leader. I don't think the matter. Chunder is unquestioned. What about Zaalbar? What's the matter? This is something I will talk to you about. Not yet. Perhaps there's someone else you work with? I'm for myself. I would like to ask you about Zerk Corporation. Zerk Corporation branches in many sectors, mostly concerned with weapon productions and personal and sexual use. Of course, only outposts are only concerned with acquisitions. Need supplies, what have you got available here? They charge with it. Oh god. What weapons do you have available? Anything new I need? Not really. I haven't got a vibration cell because I'm really planning to use. Anyway. This place is really pissing me off.
This ain't no holiday port of call.
This place makes me really, really angry. Like, I can't believe what they're doing to the rookie.
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will
What
get
they're doing to
killed.
the rookies? I don't like it. What can you tell about the rookies?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
I should let him rip your arms off.
I don't take kindly to threats. Don't test me, Spacer. We've more than enough firepower to bury you here.
You haven't warned me. I'm a nice person. You like me.
Ah, you ain't so bad. Was there anything else you needed?
What can you tell about Zerka Corporation?
I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot.
I'm going past you. I paid the
I
landing
won't
fee.
stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you. Still here? Fine then, move along.
Talk to the captain, not me.
Talk to the racist? Rather not, thank you. Can you sense the wind, the sound, the smell? I feel like we're away from the spaceport. This walkway is new, probably built by the slavers. I want to remember the trees. My people, my village is not far from here. What can I expect to encounter? I'm sorry, I don't know. It's been such a long time since I left. I only want things to go back the way they were. Many things have changed. I must warn you of one thing. I know it'll be very help or hindrance here. My father was a very powerful chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed. Like my brother had me the whole time. I'll be made very unwelcome. We'll deal with that when the time comes. That's what I'm dreading. Saying would mean that I've forgotten somewhere. Well, I thought I'd never come back. Sorry, I've taken so much of your time. Perhaps to press on. Oh, Zaalbar. Oh, Zaalbar. Oh, I got my level up, that's good. I didn't realise I was cute. Oh, but that's good. I look for powers that are not needed by armor.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
My name is Cedric. What happened here?
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Put it down! We are not animals! Zaalbar let me handle it. But I just it's too much. I've asked you to let me handle this. Under my request. I will do so for your sake, not theirs.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your supervisors approve of you killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I will not allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
Request a transfer. Move your patrol off-world.
I think I should pull in some favors and get us moved off-world, men.
Are you all right, Captain?
Are you questioning my orders? You don't want to do that.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
Get fucked! Zaalbar's better. In the mines. Are you you fucking idiots! Which one of you two, which one of you two did it? Fuck's sake. I was on my repair box on that fucking droid and I destroyed it. Oh. Up your foot. Now the planet is triggering. Fuck's sake. Anyway, how are you, Kappa? Try not to tell me too many spoilers about Nintendo G3. I plan to watch it after this. A lot of help you two were. This way. Hello, Wookie. You're not letting pass into the Sunlands. Only Chunder may allow entry. Especially you bringing filth to such a place with you. Mad Claw has no place here. Who are you that question my place? You follow Chunder into the arms of the outsiders. You travel with outsiders yourself. Speak no more. Chunder will decide if you're going to enter the Shadowlands. What's this about Zaalbar? We should flee to the village. I'm sure we'll both get answers there. I won't even talk to you! Fuck off! Oh, that was just pure rage there. What am I poor feet?
What?
I've only switched to missile for a bit because my security skill's awful. I think I'm going to need to use the security station here. What about plumbing functions?
Yes?
Oh, God.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Oh, great. Get fucked. All of you. Bastards. You stop with the outsider. You enter the domain of Chunder, chief and leader. Stand aside, this humans with me, and I want access to the home of my people. You have no rights here, Madclaw. This human should not be brought to taint upon our land. You must answer the Chunder. What does he mean, Zaalbar? What taint? He means I'm the taint. But you brought me back. Shut up! Your names of dishonor, Madclaw. Your foulness disgusts me. Enough talk. You and the outcast Madclaw will be taking the Chunder now! So much rage in this place, Jesus. I know! Step aside and address the almighty wise Chunder outsider. You don't allow visitors of your kind. You're flanked by Shirka slavers. They are not outsiders. You have sold out all of Kazakh to them. Ah, brother. You've been exiled for a long time. You don't speak that tone. Things are very different now. You are a Madclaw of honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am a chieftain. If you've made deals with this over, the truth will get out there eventually. You may talk, but no one believes you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They insist that the mighty Chunder, even my brother, insane, and my father enslaved. I rose to protect the people despite all this. But I wasn't enslaved. Mighty Chunder? What are you talking about? You were the runt! I'm the runt. Like Zaalbar said, a lot has changed for your years away. We'll discuss them soon enough. What do you want? Why you drag us here? I haven't killed Zaalbar because he's my brother, and I hope that you can come to agreement. You are irrelevant. You should put on your mental task. Zaalbar, stay here, of course. I will not abandon Zaalbar to you. This is not your choice, Challenge Rick. I've already told him this is a personal matter. I discussed with him. You have other duties. Simple thing, other rookies have suffered the same as fate as Zaalbar gone mad, exiled. He now lurks in the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's been pestering Zerka allies during this Shadowland expeditions. This is not good for business. He's turning against you? The first of many, perhaps? No, he follows a Madclaw. He's merely a nuisance. He cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. I won't do this. I won't do your dirty work. We have no choice. You don't have much choice. You can free the planet if you want, but I'll be keeping Zaalbar with me. He'll stay until the Madclaw is dead. Zerka would never let you hold of you. Wouldn't care to do with a fellow Wookiee.
You can't do that. He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zaalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can he?
I need Zaalbar with me as a guide. No, you won't need him. You'll find your own. Over the years, I have trained my people to understand basic. I'll tell them to better understand the enemy. They think it makes Zerka easier to fight. It actually makes it easier to obey. Way to kill the mood capper! Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare to join me. with an outsider or an exile. You're wrong, brother. Someone would. Who are you talking about, Zaalbar? Can you speak of fair? Our father? Why? He was the one who ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went mad as you. He finally discovered the slavers who dared challenge me alone and hadn't been seen since. That was years ago. I'll let Zaalbar go. I will now. Perhaps there'll be a price to pay. Don't listen, Zaalbar. It's not worth it. No more words, outsider! You're good with my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zaalbar stayed until you kill the Mad Claw in the Shadowlands.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you out of here. You can count on us.
The guys will let you pass now through the village, northwest and the southwest platform. Eventually, you'll see Gorokin. You reach through there. He'll lower you into the forest floor. Go. I want to kill that carpet. I want to kill that fucking carpet. I'm going to kill him, hollow him out, and put a nice new fur rug in the Endor Spire. Does that sound like a good idea? Zaalbar! Zaalbar! Give a loud time on Zaalbar as you do from the bed. I'm sorry. I know, it's just anger. I need directions. Village exit is northwest of here. And you go outside and follow the platform east until you see Gurchin. He is waiting. He will go to the cellar. Would you prefer that he be simply dropped and die there anyway? What can I expect to find in the cellar? Forest holds any justice. You will die down there as all outsiders. Determined to sleep. That's what the system wants. So, I'm sorry, I know I feel like such a funny hypocrite, but I'm just full of rage. I'm sure, well, Zaalbar won't know what I've said. He'll forgive me. He got a life debt with me. Thanks for making me feel bad, Kappa. So it's just rage talking. Sometimes you get really angry and you say things you don't mean to say. You're not welcome here, no matter what anyone says. I just wanted to ask you about Kazakh. Have nothing better to say? Go on. Learn what you can while bleeding our planet of its people in honour. We should ask them when we're in war where they understand us. Most don't bother to learn our language.
It isn't an easy language to learn, what with all the growls and howls. Big Z told me the whole point was to make it difficult for outsiders to understand.
I won't speak to them as me and you. War will not allow it. I'm Cherish Rick. I'm here with Chanda's permission. Now, I must leave. I have never spoken to that guy. I mean, made us understand you, but I've never been able to be in this close to you. What are you doing here? You come to laugh at us? Come to gloat about how many of us you take? How can you even understand me? I understand you. I'm not here as a slaver. Then why are you here? Can I ask you some questions? Please don't. I don't have a paying attention to anything since we went missing. You know anything about that? Hope not. Hope you slavers didn't take him. That's not... You're not a slaver. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. Haven't slept very much well. Who's Warweir? Warweir, he's a great... he led Houghton parties to the Shadowlands. Even for outsiders and slavers. Probably... like who you are. He taught us a lot. said I could grow as strong as him. I'd like to fight you too. I will. To fight you. Where did Warwick go missing? Stop bothering the boy, outsider. He doesn't need you taunting him. But they want to know something. Maybe they could help. Outsider, help! Look around you, Warwill. The outsiders do nothing but steal and lie and taint the best among us. Outsiders, talk to me won't bother us at all. Leave him alone. I am not the same as... I'm being treated the same as Buddy Circuit Corporation. I'm not. Maybe I could prove it by finding where War Wars. See the hold of the Lord. Maybe they'll be more willing to talk to me. Doubt it though. Hello? I'm not gonna do anything to help. Hello, Wars Osnor? Yeah, sorry, I heard you well. I trust you won't cause any trouble over this. You get what God said. Can I ask you some questions? I'm sorry, like much of the villagers, I'm being preoccupied with these troubled times. I really don't want to speak with you. Unless you can help me track young Warwill. You can keep track... You keep track of slaves? Do you keep track of the slaves then? I'm not a slaver. I have no way of knowing that while excuse me. But I don't take your word. Where did Warwill go missing? It could have been 10 years ago. He planned the hunt. Nobody seen him when he was leaving. He's overdue. I didn't know where to start. It is strange. Why do you think it's strange? I don't believe he was taken by slavers. Slavers there's really something sitting around here. It wasn't slaves. Perhaps he's fallen in the Cellarlands, but he knew them well. I could search for him, but I don't know where to start. My hunting days in the lower forest are behind me. I could look for him. You could. I never had an offer of help from an outsider. I was in my judgment for when I see results. I'll get going. Then I'll back up and keep you well. Yeah, I'm not gonna go like, oh, give me more money for it, because I'm doing that in the kindness of my heart. Apart from Chandar can fuck himself. Sorry, this area just brought out all the rage in me. I want Zaalbar back. I don't feel safe walking around Kazakh without my Wookiee guide. Ah, more Kinrath, perfect. Cap, are you still there? Hello again. I'm trying to schedule my pocket so lunch. Gorkin will lower into the elevator basket. Gorkin can climb to the basket from the upper branches, but you'll have to walk outside her. This part is seldom used. There'll be very vermin along the way. Be ready for a fight. Thank you for your get me no. Oh God. There's no more. Come on, I'm coming! What do you want, outsider? Don't let's follow us on the hunt. We're always not here for your amusement. Can I ask you some questions? Why wouldn't you listen to me? You're only been interested in tasing or killing us. You want me to be your trophy, dead as a slave? Leave me. You have no place here. Just a few questions, I'm afraid. Only for a moment, outsider. I won't be distracted for long. Do you know of a crazed rookie in the Shadowlands? The only crazed creature I know of is one of your kind, outsider, not mine. We see him from time to time. He leaves us alone, but he has our respect because he braved the lands alone. Sometimes he helps lone travelers. He is crazy enough. He's the finest warriors hunt down, yet he lives there alone. Avoid him. Madness is to be feared. How long have you been down there? Many years. It's impossible to say. A decade or two? Perhaps he'll answer your questions or kill you. What if Chanda, our chieftain, and will be obeyed? This is our way. Whether I trust what he says or not doesn't matter. In time, someone will replace him, someone better or worse. All I know is it will be for Baka to decide. How will Baka decide? What does that mean? Baka is our greatest warrior. With his ancient sword is the total ascension, the mark of the chieftain. Tony displayed it since he took the role of chieftain. Someone else could produce it? I talk like a mere child. This is such foolishness. Could a Bible ever Chandar challenge him? It would really take Baka's blade for that to happen. Chandar's the last member of his family. There are others, but they are among the madness. We don't speak their names. They are without honour. How is Kazakh fared under Zaalbar Corporation? You taught me a foolish question like that? How do you think my people go missing or die? You can't fight. Chandar is bartered to reduce the slaves taken, but many of if any Zerka die, it will
Big
repeat
Z once
again.
told me he had seen paradise destroyed by the greed of outsiders. I never understood what he meant until now.
I'll leave you now. Yes, go. Get respect and friendly welcomes. If you returned to this world's my home, not yours. I understand. Crazed? God? Is it a crazed human it's about? Interesting. Maybe we'll find him on our travels. This is Walking. Just command to grant you access to the cellar lands. Walking is what I'm called. Walk with care. Only our various royal return from these lands. Your feet are soft and a barely tolerated insult. I have a few questions, Gorkin. Jen said nothing about answering your questions. Be brief. I want to ask if it's dangerous down there. Those who walk the cellar lands do so at their own risk. It is a test of bravery among my people. It is a respected feat. But you come here like berserker with strange weapons, and it's more like you still fear. You're pathetic. You give us no warning from me. It's worse than to yourself. What do you think of Zaalbar Corporation? They made Chunda strong, and Order stronger. I don't like them. They're small and hide behind armor. They would survive the cellar lands as true rookies. They would be worth it there. But Chunda rules it. Has anyone been allowed down there recently? I feel like you in the cellar lands been commissioned by Chunda. I don't know, only rookies should be allowed. In the journey of my people, it's very personal. Don't speak to them, outsider. Tell me what the rookies. I might show the rookies so I might show proper respect. You ask very respectfully. Outsiders never do this. I suppose I can mention some of us that have been to the Shadowlands. Latest was Warrior. He hasn't returned in many days. He may have died down there, but he's very strong and able. Many have died recently. Chunda believes that they're below a crazed mad funeral, but I don't know. We find the body through some. The skeleton came from shore. What outsiders are below? I don't know. I'm trying to allow circus and cellars. They kill much. Oh, I'm gonna miss the Nintendo stream. Oh, I'll come check it out afterwards. You know, his name hurts my tongue. He's been in selling for many years now. I want to understand why rookies revere the Shadowlands. You can't. You must live there to understand it. You see harmony and danger. Bah! I rest my breath on you. Just unlock the thing and lower me down. The sentence wrong. Be still. Oh, we will attract unwelcome visitors. I think Canvas might do better with... Oh, I've got a gaffy stick! Yeah, okay, I think Canvas would do better with a... she's gonna... Yeah, the Bendex pistol is better for her.
Sure.
one knows you were going on as well. Huh? Who's this?
The damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit.
You use a lightsaber belt. Are you a Jedi?
Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
Wait, Jolie! 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 Please don't run away from me, kids, you can. I'm sorry, I was a stupid. Oh yeah, that was a dumb joke. Really? Oh yes. Hey, Jolie!
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
Yes, I feel there's much you can tell me.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
I want to ask about you.
What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give.
But you use a lightsaber in battle. Are you a Jedi?
I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being what I am compel me to entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light, and frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
It's kind of nice to meet a Jedi who isn't all hung up on this light side, dark side stuff. Gets pretty tiring, you know?
Perhaps you will be of some assistance to me after all. Let us discuss what you came here for.
I want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Just be brief.
I need some information about problems in Kashyyyk.
Yes, among the Wookiees. Intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate.
What do you know of Chundar?
Circa Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see.
Have you seen a crazed Wookiee in the Shadowlands?
Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment.
Do you know a missing Wookiee called War?
Very unfortunate matter. It will end in shame and sorrow. You will find War down here, and more. I've witnessed a number of happenings, but I've left them for others to sort out.
You aren't being very helpful.
I wasn't aware I had to be. Look, events like these reveal much about the people involved. I'm well past that introspective tripe. I'm not saying that outside help isn't needed, I didn't want to make anyone mad while I didn't have a way off the planet. We'll talk more about that momentarily.
I'll ask you a question.
Fine.
Do you have any knowledge of Star Map?
Now, why would you be asking about that, Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
If you have information, please tell it to me.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
I don't understand. Can you be more
What
specific?
I'm saying, is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
I'll be honored to have someone of your experience.
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
You... Why... Why do you care if they're there?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
Well, I'll try and... I will try and let them
Oh, please, this is arbitrary errand work. But such are the requests of the aged. You still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
Why are there? How many men?
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie.
Why would you want to
You
look at me?
presumably have a ship. I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, I'm really sick of the trees. And perhaps your destiny might show me something new. You never know.
All I can try.
Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Go around here first. A corpse. That's a broken droid. Wait a minute. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ow! Sounds like one of our friends was lied to about what happened to his friends. Adrenals. Hello, Everlast! You've missed me getting really pissed off with this planet. Basically a corporation is running this planet. And they are horrible and they're enslaving the locals, which is really getting underneath my skin. And these things are annoying. I've already put them here. Where are you? Oh, I did. you been in Everlast? You alright? Oh, and also we met somebody about a new friend. Say hello to Jolie. He wants us to do a task for him, so we're now going to do that. What have we done?
Here it is!
Yeah, of course, why not? And also, do you wanna, I forgot to tell you the saddest thing of all, Everlast. The rookie chieftain took away Zaalbar from me! My friend Zaalbar is being held captive by the chieftain. And I want him back. Yeah, hopefully it'll be, yeah, hopefully I've had a lot of phone calls and stuff to do today, so yeah. Yeah, I hope today goes well. I'm also missing the Treehouse, Nintendo Treehouse, but I'll rewatch that later on. I'm just hoping they announce some news about Pokemon.
What?
Huh?
Sure. Who are you, another civil merchant like that Kotor slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead.
Bring it, bitch. Are you the poachers that Jolie told me about?
Crazy old fool is still alive. I suppose he's still upset that we don't all live in little homemade shacks like he chooses. I've got a job to do here, and there's nothing you or that old coot can do about it. If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What would I be able to tell you?
Are you part of the same operation?
What? No, I don't do much of that. It's too much of a headache. I'm in the business of harvesting animals. Some of the more exotic species have organs that can be removed and put to some surprising applications. Talk to me about work, and maybe I'll tell you more.
I've got to set allowance.
If you made it this far, you know a fair...
Oh. Anything got down
Besides
there?
you? Besides any number of predators that can kill in seconds? I suppose there's old Bindo. He's got a camp here somewhere. I'd leave him alone, though. Anyone who'd lived down here is just plain crazy. There's not much else. We've got a repulsor field to the east, so not much passes through here
now. Aren't you safe with blasters?
It's not worth it. You're fighting the plants as well as the animals. Kashi vines are tough as metal and grow back fast. Instead, head office installed repulsor fields to keep the big predators out. Permanent placements, too. We'll be fine for years.
I'll go back to my general question.
Hurry up, you're eating into my...
I might be interested
I
in
could
that.
use an extra hand. A couple men have gone missing. If I lose many more, I'll have to close up shop. We are hunting the little simians, the tack. They have a gland that acts as a stimulant when powdered. I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You want in before I make them extinct?
You don't care if you just wipe out the whole species?
No. I'll be rich by then, and we won't need to do it anymore. I don't have to worry about it. Besides, if there's no more tack, the predators that eat them will die off, and we'll have an easier time milking this planet.
I want the job. How do I hunt these tack?
All right, then, I'll set you up. First, you need to be able to draw them out. It's easy. I'll spray you with this scent. It drives them crazy. They can't help but attack you, even if it's a hopeless fight. Then you just carve them up. There's a big fleshy bulb in their brains that you want to scoop out. You can't miss it. I'd feel guilty if the money weren't so good. Come back here when you've got the glands, and I'll pay you. Hurry up, you're eating into my profit. I don't need this kind of garbage from you. Watch your mouth. I'm the only law there is down here. If you've got something to say, get on with it. Otherwise, leave me.
Or once you leave the television.
Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing. If you made it this...
Oh, it keeps... It's dangerous, so dangerous.
It ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter as long as the emitters... Good. I'm not...
No problem. Didn't work.
Huh?
What?
Gotcha. Simple. Gotcha. Darn it.
Yes?
Let's turn off these emitters and let the predators eat their face.
Back again, hmm?
I've got a tech gland to set up. So,
I'll take whatever you have. Keep it up and we'll both be rid. Good. I'm not down.
I've worth a lot of money, not. Usually more emitters I can check about.
Sure.
Yeah?
Who the fuck blew up a mine?
Yes?
Yeah?
What?
Sure.
I've got to keep one of them glands. Must remember that. I wish I went spraying that stuff that makes them constantly attack.
What?
Yeah?
Sure.
Force field, can I? That's the force field that Jolie wants. Jolie's helped get him through.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, I think other people are gone because Nintendo. Nintendo. I have terminated all the things, will I?
No problem. Didn't work.
Huh?
What? Gotcha. Darn it.
Yes?
Back again.
I've got some
I'll take whatever you have. Keep it up and we'll... Is that old as long as the sonic emitters... I mean, if I can put up with my own... All right, I'm done talking with you. You've got under my skin one...
Just you.
God damn it. What an asshole.
Gotcha. Simple.
What?
Jolie's not going to be happy, but... I have to sincerely apologise to Jolie and say there's no other way.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you...
I made sure the person was
Yes,
on.
I heard the fuss of it. I told you I wanted a non-violent solution, and I had my reasons for it. You should have thought about that. Circa Corporation will find the bodies and blame the Wookiees. This may cause more troops to be deployed. That means more disruption. I'm not pleased, but what's done is done. I'm not here to judge you. Hopefully you'll take care of that yourself.
I couldn't find a peaceful solution. I regret
Well,
that.
perhaps I have a duty to point out what you should have learned from this. Or perhaps no. Was that convincing? It's been a while since I've been in the company of someone that needed that kind of babysitting.
You're not going to tell me what I should have
A
learned?
good teacher, and I'm not saying that I am one, but a good teacher doesn't mash a book in a student's face shouting, "Learn this bit here." If you can't look at the situation for yourself and see the logic behind my way of doing things, you're not the type to understand me anyway. Besides, you're a little old for that master-student fuss, aren't you? I know I am.
You mentioned barriers. There's a repulsor field I want to pass.
Yes, in the east past the poacher camp. I saw it when it was installed. It's a very effective barrier, but I know how to get past it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
We now have a new party member. Introducing the one and only Jolie. The shutters closed as well.
Sure.
There must have been a way to like have them sealed things and basically turn them on the circuit guard, but I don't know. I think I've failed one too many times, and I can't bother to reload it. Honestly, in a way, I'm kind of glad they're dead. I said I couldn't use my force persuasion and stuff to like kind of go like, yeah, you don't want to be here anymore. You want to go to another planet. Now, I feel like there's a light side way to do that, and I'm a little bit disappointed that I couldn't find that option, but... Should have been. Should have tried with,
No problem. Didn't work.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
But why this thing here?
There are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it.
I can trust you can get past it, you said so.
I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
Mandalorians? We're coming!
Never too old for this. Take that!
Oh damn, I hit the wrong button. Oh, but Becca, this helps me different from the other slavers. I beg you, can you please fill my wound? The attack, there's another. Please, leave me healed. Can you? What happened here? Please, I need to be healed. I'm dying. I have the means to heal you here. Thank you. I was expecting an outsider to come to aid. Perhaps you will help again. The hunting parties have been killed without honor. Barely survived. I want the murderers to suffer the same. What can you tell about your attackers? I never seen them come before. Even among the Zerka, they are armored head to toe, yet bending with the forest. They followed us for a long while. We found their bodies to the southwest and further south after the rest branch of the path. Their speed was amazing. They fought like outsiders, just waiting until we were unarmored. When they were attacked, we put weapons away. They were cowards. They struck like cowards. I'll look into it. I'll wait here. I'm too weak to fight. But I refuse to leave the cell unless Bendit is stated. Please, if you kill them, I will murder whatever I have. They're not worthy of life. Look for them where the bodies of my fellows are. They only attack you if you are unarmed. Cowards. Gauntlet. Handle blaster.
What?
Need to go for... A Wookiee! Fire! Need more sack, rats? Even in the heart, Kasich, am I not free from your kind?
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
After years of descendants, I only remember that the outside never trusted. I'll see you all dead!
Well, this may prove difficult.
Please, Fire, calm down. I'm beaten. Take my head, circle through. I won't let you get no chance. So swears, Fire Kasich. I'm not here to kill you, just listen. Hey, Dad. Oh, call him Fatty. Sorry, my brain's fried. I know you are. Do you know Zaalbar and Chunder? Right, they know my sons, but they are lost to me now. One's exiled, the other's a traitor.
Hold on a second. Zaalbar and Chunder are brothers? And you're their father? Wait a minute. Does that mean Big Z is some kind of prince or something?
You speak of their name. You know them? Tell me. My name is Shadow's. I came to Kasich with Zaalbar. To my son, Zaalbar was exiled and enslaved. Do you dare claim to be my son's owner outside? No, he follows me because of a life set. Oh, sorry. Possibly. Gullibility is hard to be in the past. If you symbolize of Thunder, then perhaps Zaalbar would not have been exiled.
Exiled? Big Z never told me that. Of course, he never said he was royalty either.
You don't believe in Zaalbar's claims. He's the speaker to the older boy who's listened to take the same as that Zaalbar was attacked blindly. Go exactly what happened to Zaalbar. Zaalbar was first he learned that Chunder was dealing with Zerka, leading them to our hunting parties. Chunder would blame the dangers of the Shadowlands. Zaalbar was crazed when he found out. He attacked Chunder with his claws. I thought he had gone mad, said his honor, bound by the old ways. So Zaalbar was outside. When did he learn the truth? Years later, when Zaalbar spread lies about my own madness, had no allies when I confronted him. His and the Silver God attacked me, had to retreat to the deepest Shadowlands, but even there, they followed.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Yes, I think I do. I'm sorry about that. It's been so long. I offered my trust. Oh, accepted that. Well, what happens now? It depends on you, Chadwick. Either you kill me or you decide that may benefit my people. There's a way I might challenge them. It would be to take a lot of people to where they've been lied to. How everyone's on his side. He has a stronger light, but I can appeal against the citizens of the people. I might be able to gather support. There's a legend of a great warrior from the old times. Baka was his name. He is greatly revered. Baka found a crest starship and first life elsewhere. Kissing the old rook, he feared the taint of invaders. He constructed a fire brave from the wreckage, symbolised the earned pence. Only designated leaders revealed it. Where might I find it? The problem is the symbol of great people has been damaged for centuries in a ritual battle. In the Shadowlands, War fought a great beast. He shot the challenge to be and he got more than what he could handle. He survived, but the blade stayed in the beast's hide. Tales say it's because it was such. He was becoming undeserving. The hilt is still in the court of the chieftain with Chunder. If the bay was found, Chadwick tradition could cast doubt on the ruler. Describe the creature. Where can I find it? Many tried to hunt the beast. There's only been seen over a few times with a tail. However, none have ever killed the beast. Many years ago, I found a Jedi who came to hunt the beast. Proud both for a young man. Like his men before him, he did not return. The beast is cunning. When I would have appeared just overwhelming numbers and slay it. It gathers in small numbers, but we don't know how to lure it out. Fresh blood was brought out. 400 were put a ritual of fresh kills and left in the area and offering in the south. I'll try and go find it. Can you give me any directions? There's a place in the ritual surface. If the beast is lured out there from home, perhaps it could be done using the old ways. The flesh is killed with fresh, tempting enough display. Inappropriate beasts of sufficient mass to attract it. I will stay here and think of what was said to Zaalbar. I have wronged him. I hope he can forgive me. Perhaps here, please, Talisman. Find the blade of Bacchus' sword. It will make things right. You beat me again, Talisman. I'm humble. I'm hoping that you found the blade of Bacchus. Imagine, Chieftain Freya, humble. Please tell me you've made progress with having the blade. Will give me fairly support. I have questions. I'll answer best I can. Has anyone seen? Have you seen anyone hunt down here? Camouflage attackers, visual attackers. I'm a menagerie of my own fears and regrets. There's so many actual beasts that walk. No, I haven't seen these creatures that you mentioned. I have been preoccupied. I'm looking for something called a star map. I've never heard of such a thing. There's something odd down here, like a large computer installation. Perhaps there's some kind of circuit card stuff. Perhaps maybe you'll find something useful with it. I can't figure it out myself. It's not first here. I gave one it years ago. I'll come back to you right here. So this is Zaalbar's papa. Viper Kenrith? Do you think a fresh Viper Kenrith would be a nice fresh kill? My betray. Do feats. To fight in. Now, what do I do? Do I put it in? Oh, I've got my work server max out. Do I put it in conditioning? I don't really need to put it into Gearhead. Do I put it into? I know. I'll put it into toughness. My first bit of toughness up. Powers. I've got to think of what powers I can use because I can't use certain powers because of my armor. So yeah, Force Whirlwind. No, this is set way before Chewbacca was a thing. Chewbacca might have been partly named by Bacca, but no. This is set. Remember, this is set 4,000 years before Episode 4. So Chewbacca weren't alive yet. I think it's like the second time I've had the exact same conversation. But then again, I know sometimes memory's hazy and probably I don't know how many of these streams you've been to. Yeah, this game is set in the past. Yes, now. That's what I need. I need one of their dead bodies. Because true. Fair enough. There's ancient symbols worn of traces of layers of moss and dirt suggesting no one has been here in many years. The beast comes to summon. If you are generous, they will come to battle. If you are worthy and wise, they grant you glory and battle with physical creature. Feed the beef equal. Take vipers from their lair and hang them above to let the scent. Obviously, got importance. I need to find. Oh. Let's heal. Is there any in here? Now this must be where the ritual takes place. So quickly save. In case something goes wrong and I get killed by this creature. Oh. Yeah, but what I said the first time is basically that, yeah, it's set 4,000 years before episode 4. You also mentioned if someone from the Yoda race was Yoda himself. I was like, no. Oh, God. Yes! I found the blade I'm looking for. Wolfhound's journey. Not in here. Oh, you couldn't do a range of a tent. Oh, a tent attack? Yes, that was a tent. Oh, I can't know how to pronounce it, but basically they're a creature that hunt Jedi. They live and breathe on Jedi. Durin and Thrella have given their passion to each other and are doomed to fall to the dark side. I tried warning them against expressing their love, but they called me arrogant and accused me of being the one of the Fordor. I left the fools on Korriban, but I'm not abandoning the mantle given me by the Jedi Council. I will destroy the Tentatek wherever I find them. I heard rumours of beasts exist in the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk. I shall go there and slay the beast and prove that indeed I need neither Durin or Ciel with me to defeat such creatures. Well, you did! What's this old theory about, oh, love being a part of the dark side? I can... No. Oh, that's just a Viper Kenrith body, which I don't need. Let's go back to Freya. Freya! Got a present for you! I have completely been Kenrith. I'm humbly hoping that you found the blade of Bacchus' sword. I imagine Chieftain... Please tell me you made progress. Have you the blade that will give me valuable support? I found the blade of Bacchus' sword. You? Please, let me have it. I must be sure. Here, take it. I'm sure this is the one. This may not look it, but it's a very important relic for my people. Tradition dictates that it must be respected. I didn't think I'd be wary. I was wary to search for it, but then I realised I should have challenged Chanda long ago. Perhaps I'll make amends now. You have new hope. You've led me to perhaps. We should proceed carefully. I shall come to the service as quickly as I can and try and gather support. You follow the path as you can, Chalice, but when you arrive, we will confront Chanda in his throne room. The people will no longer be his slaves. I guess I gotta go meet Chanda in the upper sections. Still annoyed I wish there was another way I could have got rid of them guards, but oh well, it's too late now. Remains. Am I okay, Ray? I'm not too far forward. Am I ever last? Double check that again, but yeah, I thought so eventually. I've what, missed something? You Catholic, I suppose said that you and America was really ready to kill Wolf. Right. Should have followed the one of Chanda. Now you'll face his wrath. Oh no! What, me? I think I think I have a rough idea where the star map is, but I'm gonna wait and help with everything that's going on with Kazakh first. Okay, catch you later. La, 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 la.
What?
Yes?
You fought each other, why? You follow the chieftain, however, you remember fishing your doubt, your fight, inside me believing. You must decide quickly, or become more blessed. So, I follow you. Let's go into the pass, approach from behind. Warm Zerka and Doge Lord Thunder. Zero shy, it's too important. Oh, I see, I gotta go. Oh, just great. Everyone's here now. It's a reunion. Yes. So, by the blade of Bacca, I've come here to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. You have Bacca's blade? What? I have the hilt. I claimed that each true chieftain. I even claimed it was all important. You have both ancient chieftain. Who will people follow now? You are old and weak. If you shut up. Today ends. I will not see suffer anymore. You tell them, Zaalbar. I don't know what to do, Challenge, but Chanda has been telling me things that make sense. I think. I don't know. Zaalbar. You don't have to fight. We can talk it through. Yes, we should work together, but it will be difficult. Convince them to avoid this needless slaughter. So be it. Fighting will stop here.
All right, way to go, Big Z!
You've done it. I'm saddened that they had to come to this, but I can't let it continue. My son, Zaalbar, I'm truly sorry. You have suffered great saying I was blind. I have no excuse. I'll forgive you, Father. I've learnt a lot over the years. I have a few questions about Kazakh fire. Don't wait. I have answered them later. We need to set account business that need to be done. What will you do about the slavers? We'll fight them. It's difficult, but I swear they won't be taking another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send a quick climb to other villas, rally a defence. We must guard against whatever this ever happening again. This will be the last outsider to come here for a very long time. This will be a change for the better, I think. What you did about Zaalbar, I'm returning him to the bit of my mind, but it's been painful as well. You have my place for Zaalbar. It would be honoured of you to take it. No, not yet. I'm getting used to being free. I'm not just from slavers. I have a life that, now that my life is fully my own again, I'll be honouring that agreement is all the more important. Listen to me, my son. Your insight humbles me. It's good that your judgment and parents will come to revere the rookie's wisdom. I think that's enough time. I think that's time I was leaving. Perhaps before you get into it, I see you remember what you've done. Classic, you remember what you've done. You've done in your past lifetime. Beyond the old resources, would you return to your old ways of honour and kindred over any of us? How much is valuable to reflect what you've done? But I want to change for the good because you. I'm a fresh father. I thought a week drilled. I would like back a sword. I think that would be fitting, I think. Well, considering I'm tempted to say no, but considering this is an investment. Zaalbar, you'll understand what it means, but this is legacy of people. How about chieftains and future chieftains? I understand what this means, Father. I'll bring it back one day. I have doubts. I'll let the two houses be made one. But my son shall hold back his sword. We got Zaalbar back. I missed you, buddy. Right. I haven't actually too fine yet. But also,
What?
we've got some more quests to hand him. I need to find the whole, the Home of Warwill, and tell him what happened. I've gone the wrong way. Silly me. And get my complexion confused. Oh. We can pass the House of Warwill. Return, outsider. Don't make yourself clear enough. We don't want you here. Do you recognise this caster bolt? The casing is mine. And the mark is each creature has killed. Really kid from outsider. You think someone would steal it? That sounds pretty low berry thief now. I found it on Warwill's corpse. You killed him, didn't you? Wait, what? What are you talking about? A warning outside, I won't tolerate lies in my home. Can you explain why your broadcaster casing was found by his body? What's going on, Drac? What are they talking about? Nothing outside of lies. Don't listen to Warwill. Warwill was doing with slavers. I found his data pad. No, don't say anything. I won't let you. I killed Warwill. Tell Warwill. Let him judge me. Please, send him to Warwill. Call me guilty. Let the monsters know Will. The laws. Attention east. I've got to go see the holder of laws. Canderous. Greetings again, outsider. If you have please make it brief. Do you know who owns this vault casting? Yeah, it belongs to. How did you get it? I found Joke's bolt casting on Warwheel's corpse. Oh my, this is very stressful. It seems that it suggests that help in Warwheel's death. This can't be good. Right here, outsider. I must address this. Jarrett could be brought here. I hope he can explain this. I really do. Jarrett, you've been brought here, so I asked you to explain. I have no answers. I can't. Roger, we'll be here. Wherever the bond of rule is his closest family that we've known. He's entitled to be here. But please speak of guilt and death. This means outsiders giving your possessions. What does this mean? Is there no alternative to death as a punishment? If there's circumstances that leads to the test, perhaps you considered no punishment. It will depend on what was behind it. My life debt won't let me speak for you. Won't let me speak for each other's. But you know the justification. You should tell them. This is further honour is very serious. You be aware of this. Jack, would you say anything apart on your own defence? I killed what sometimes forgive me, but this better than my honour be considered. What? You was good, honourable. Why did you kill him? You need to know that the reason's unimportant. Well, I'm sorry. No, I won't let you do this. Whoa, was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar! Please don't need to know everything. Whoa, I need them to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Not all the others have their hero. What if that is to happen? If that's what's going to happen, I will not let Sam killed the memory. Okay. No, what just happened? Explain yourself outside. I must know. Go to the outside, please. Whoa, don't listen. Whoa, dealt with slavers. I found this data pad on his corpse. Proves it. But why? Dirk, I'm sorry, Whoa, I didn't want you to know. This is against us. I need someone you need someone to look up to. I couldn't let you betray everyone. The outsiders. But they need to see how Rookie truly understands honour. See how important they consider these things said as Rick. The whole lot I declare you innocent. I can see you released. I must say, you first of all let you know you surprised me. Perhaps you get your honour and I deserve a reward. Well, can I ask you if anything's happening now? Nothing really, there's there, but it will pass with time. Perhaps maybe supported in him, but others enemies we have enemies to worry about. Our reward? What reward? You don't need to explain. You discovered the crime, you were affected by it. You were given a portion of your possessions, but he was innocent. Or, however, was not. Or was wealthy. He was taken by slavers, leaving him one third. The rest will go to all if he wishes. He's still upset. He's young. He's still clever. Goodbye. Okay, that troll didn't return. Anyway, let's quickly head back to the spaceship before anything else to happen. I guess I failed that quest now because I am everyone killed. Canderous, where are you? There he is. I guess I can't hand in that quest anymore because everyone, all the humans that are ready for the do Zerka are being murdered, and rightfully so. Anyway, there's still a star map that needs to be found. Went my way, aren't I? Let's see what there are 4 access in Shadowlands and your thank you, outsider. You're welcome.
This is what I knew.
Oh, level ups. Attributes. Strength.
What?
Did you have a good time visiting your granny? That's oh. Oh no! Oh well. Oh no, your coffee machine's not working as well. I know you're probably thinking sex is blowing in the skies. No, not fair on Forever Last. Needs a coffee to exist. Our lifeblood. Let's hope we can get through the barrier now. Oh no, I should go back to the thing and try to get more stuff done to the sword. Oh well. Oh no! Please let me through. I need Jolie. Oh, isn't that great? Well, I feel stupid. I can't punch it. I need Jolie. Oh. Oh. Fan blue air in my eye. Ugh. Force me to bring you Jolie, what the heck? But hey, the house belongs to the Wookiees now. Hey, Mr. Wick, good boy. He's asleep. You're not asleep, he's chilling. Oh. She's making me walk all the way back. Why am I such a dumbass, Sax? You let me walk all the way down, all the way back. But I did a dumb. Yeah. I'm a goose. Wait a minute. If they killed them guys, is my rodent buddy safe? Where's my Berserk buddy? Is he okay? They killed the berserk guy! No, he was innocent! He just want to play berserk! Guys! What have you done? What have I done? I've cost the lives of innocent people! I've done it again! Oh, Gizka. That's my... Oh, that's Jimmy's one, isn't it? Yep. Oh, I meant to press assemble in that. What am I meant to do? Jolie, level up. Jolie, 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 Jolie.
Sure.
It's indeed cold. This planet is making me walk all the way. This planet made me walk all the way from the ship instead of teleporting with the party system to get Jolie. It is taking. Oh, I'm planning to finish by 7, but I'm not so sure now. I don't know. See, is that this game was made before I'm sure Guerrero was a thing, but it'd be cool if they retconned it to be. Yeah, you basically missed taking Zaalbar back to his home planet. Him being held captive by his own brother. Me going down to the Shadowlands to essentially murder someone who turned out to be both his brother and Zaalbar's father. Slaying a Tentarek to get the ceremonial sword of the Wookiee. Having his father liberate Kashyyyk from the control of the Zerka Corporation. And now I'm going back to investigate Mandalorian murderers. And to get the last star map. Not the last star map, the star map. Yeah, I would have gone through sooner, but the game made me like, oh no, only Jolie can get through this barrier. Ah. It's been a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's driving me up the whoa! Plus I called Zaalbar's brother Carpet and said that I wanted his fur rug in my ship. But I don't think that's a thing. And then Kappa was in here earlier on and accused me of being a racist because he heard me say that. Yes! Yes! But I could potentially save someone from indentured servitude, but the rookies have killed everyone, including someone who's an innocent dock worker who just wanted to chill out and play some Berserk. The rookie killed them all! And I couldn't find a peaceful solution to fight hunters, so they're dead. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. A lot's happened in like 2.5 minutes.
Here we are again. I can manipulate. Ah, there we go. A few surprises.
A white old man. You know I've got to go there. That's the tongue tied. Oh, I must remind myself. I don't need. Nope. Nope. Hey, what's my red lights? What's my 17? 17. This one is there's method behind my madness. I'm not just.
What?
This next mission I'm going to. I need to de-equip my weapons. It'll make sense. What? I gave it to him, didn't I? Give him the pissing lights at. Oh! Give him the pissing lights! Wait. Who's you talking about? You talking about Jolie? Yeah, Polly, you're talking about Jolie. His name is Jolie Bendo.
Yes?
Sure.
Now, I forgot where you're going next. Oh, that's where I came from. Yeah, look, people like that here. This is the Mandalorian street bikes. Oh, there's... Guess what we have to do again? De-equipped. 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 De-equipped.
Sure. What?
Oh, these are Mandalorians? They're scummy. Basically, I'm on a mission to hunt them, but they are not attacking anyone who's armed. So basically, I've got to unequip myself, let them come and attack me,
What?
so I can fight back.
I still got it.
I know, right? Ah, the swoop bike signaling device. So what does the mission say about that? Hidden hunters. Oh. But let's go back to their swoop bikes. I think if I go down this way. Yeah, I don't want to go this way just yet. I think this is also just another way. Yep, I don't want to go down here yet. Now, where's the one generator?
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world could do little against us, but you appear to be a threat.
Your butchery stops here!
Has something happened to put fire in your people? Are you no longer slaves? It doesn't matter. You will die like the others.
That was weird. I was going to say the same about you. Mandalorian helmet, Mandalorian ripper. I'm reinforcement. Belt there. That's a battle armor. I wonder if the Mandalorian battle armor will fit me. Ah, no, it's heavy. Plus, it does crap all to my defenses. I think one of our rookie friend wants that but anyway, it looks like we've got to go to an old computer. These missions go really quick. This must be the star map.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found?
Oh, I should be finished by then.
It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Who places terminal here?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
What do you mean by behavioral configuration?
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit that pattern?
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
That seems very helpful. Why have I been allowed access?
I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Or are you saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same. And plus, I've got to catch up with the Nintendo stream because I missed that.
I utilize a retro-adapted holocron interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory.
Who built this installation in the first
Error.
place?
Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Because it's not a result of the machine malfunction. This force has always been here!
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard.
If this place was built for 3,000 years, it predates the Republic?
Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record.
That's a short period of time for adaptation of native creatures.
Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyk also accelerated the evolution of various species.
The machine's crazy. What? Why was agricultural reformation
Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand.
Let's go back to my other question about installation.
I will.
Who built this hollow interface?
This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. This must have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't have been Circa.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
Who lost access to this installation?
Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freyer, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error. List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
5 years ago. About time. Revan passed
Error.
this here.
Data regarding subject, Revan, corrupted.
But there's some entry yet. There was an entry yet.
Error.
Sometimes.
Data on...
Was there any further contact with the install of this?
That
interface?
information is unavailable. But contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries.
Let's go back to my general
Answer will be
questions.
given within the limits of my programming.
What limitations have been placed in your
Corruption has
program?
resulted in gaps appearing in my memory, and in that of the original installation. It could be theorized that these gaps are intentional, but I have no information on that.
What gaps?
Error. I cannot present a non-presence. Perhaps you can ask other questions, and data corruption will become evident.
I want to see information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Original system memory showed the star map. It's as old as this
Error.
installation.
Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
What do you need to do to get access to the
Your
star map?
request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
And what if I fail?
Then you are not worthy of further access. You will be rejected as unsuitable.
What will rejection mean?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
You may begin your evaluation.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zaalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zaalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
Zaalbar is here. He can speak for
This
himself.
test is not for your companions. You will answer and demonstrate that you match the pattern in memory.
I trust Zaalbar. I say nothing, and neither would
Are
he.
you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you.
You don't ever let me!
You also killed his brother. You have no guarantee of loyalty from Zaalbar. Your answer is wrong.
I thought this is an evaluation, not a quiz.
I must match your behavior to the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully, knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
But me? What pattern are you comparing against?
That information is not available to you. It is the pattern that I have been given as a baseline for security access.
No, I'll reject you. I'll just take you apart and get the star
Intention
map.
of hostility matches the pattern in memory, but the subject has failed to demonstrate required behavior. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Oh, fuck. Sax, what have I done? I know, right?
Zaalbar, no!
Yes! I broke your toys, now what, you
Neural
AI?
scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
What a change. I failed your initial test.
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Star map number 3. I got the third map. I got the third map. I got the third map.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why
I know,
it's so
I'm about
dangerous
to head off this. Yeah, I was gonna head off this planet first. Oh. I'm gonna get off this planet first. Then I'll be running in, all guns blazing and ready to raid. I want to get back onto the spaceship first, and set a course for our next destination, the next episode, which is Manamanan do 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 do. Manamanan do 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 do. Manamanan do 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 do. We're going to Manananan. That was a stupid joke. And also a parody, so I can't get sued. Oh yeah, this is the Wookiee guy. I'll quickly talk to him as well. Your turn, you found him? Did you kill all of them? There were animals in armor. There are honor among them. Man on the head, I killed them all. Yes, I see you have the helmet. That's the one. But it not lasting long in the sunlight. I'm glad. The taint from them, the cowardice force will consume it all. I hope this gives my hunting brethren peace. I hope it does too. Bye. Wait, you're not a brother. You must not. Dead or not. They're not. This one's different. This one extra. I'm ready to accept the words, Zaalbar. Remember that you was a mantle. Let me take my own judgment on this person. This outsider is shown such rejections. I speak as a reward. Not because outsider. A fellow Wookiee will take this as a symbol of my hunting clan. You served them. You deserve it. Okay, look what happened. Reward, even from outsiders. What'd I get? Oh, and also I need to go to... how can I forget? I need to go to... yes. Chandar's Bowcaster? I got Chandar's Bowcaster? When did that happen? I don't remember that happening, do you? I got a random gaffy stick. Oh god, this day is bigger than a strange one. Anyway.
Yes?
Where am I going? And now theme just started! Oh god! I know! It's giving me a headache to choose. Let me go back to the ship and then I'll figure it out from there. Did I get a follower whilst I was, I got a follower! Yes! I know, but do you want to see, yeah, but I don't know which one who do I stream? I don't know. Do you want to see best girl? Do you want to see the best girl Aloy, or do I want to see a talented artist? I don't know. Maybe Taylor can decide. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab Chadwick. Hello, Mr. Wick. Hello. Can I put you for a minute? Hello. Hello. You're a good boy. Oh yes, you're such a good boy. Thank you for the fussies. Can I put you for a minute? I just had a pocket. I'm going to holster my controller. Can I put you for a minute? Here you go. I know it's hot. I'm sorry. It's best boy. It's best boy. Can I help me decide? So it's done. But no, you're a fan. Okay, Cedric. 2 hands. Tamsin or Phoebe? Who do I raid? Phoebe? Which one? Left was Phoebe and right was Tamsin, right? Which one? Which one, baby? Pick. Pick. Which one? He can't. You're not helping, are you, mister? Just pick one. Just pick one. Okay. You split no rid of. Oh, sorry, done. Okay. Off. Chadwick. Chadwick. Well, that was a lot of help, but at least you got to see him again. But then again, he did go left, and that was Phoebes, so maybe to take that as a sign that we should go to Phoebes. Don't you think? I'm sorry, darling. I'll give him a nice treat later on because he deserves it. Ah! You know what? They've been surprisingly quiet, but then again, I was slaughtering them. Oh yeah, you missed me killing monkeys! How do you feel about that, Sax? I was calling you Tamsin. But no, you're 2 totally different, amazing, incredible people. Hello, cheeky mouse. Hello. Are you tired? I'm sorry I disturbed you. You're going the wrong way. But can you believe it? Do you know how many episodes we spent on Kazakh getting the star map? You want to guess how long we took trying to get the star map? 1 episode. We just done it. We did it all in one go. And some of the time we weren't even on Kazakh in the first place. Yes. What I like about Kazakh is a nice small planet. Whereas the next one is slightly bigger. But we've got some reasons to be going whoop. Because on Manan, there's some more swoop racing. And they kind of a swoop pun. Especially if I do swoop racing in the next stream. Oh, on the doors. Assume there's no more sops, but alas. I love it. It's like, you're put into this tolerate because you helped us. Not like, oh, thank you. Like, thank you for what you've done. We really appreciate it. Like, we tolerate you. But... Shoot. Anyway. Next time, we gotta go give, Riff some stuff on Tatooine, and then we're gonna make a beeline for Manan. But I thought you enjoyed these nice, peaceful, beautiful visuals of us flying away to Tatooine, as on our very, very next episode, like I said, we're going to Manan. If you're watching on Facebook? If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and get hyped. Oh, that's a cutscene.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
I like his armor. I'm sorry, I just found it funny. Yes, he's hilarious. I know. I just love he like force pushed that guy like a massive explosion. I know. But then again, he's got style.
Alive, if possible.
Bastila?
Command, Master.
Bastila? He's after Bastila? I feel weird. I did my outro and stuff and suddenly Darth Malak interrupts us. What a dick! And Bannon, what a dick. As if we're just all dicks. I think next time will be, and probably be like another side questy kind of episode, and also we'll be catching up with some friends. But anyway, this is the real goodbye. Now let's raid Thieves, because that's who Chadwick picked to raid. So underscore, I think it's underscore, isn't it? Is it all underscore with Thieves' name? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, people who are in Twitch watching, we are off to go see Thieves, but this is goodbye. I've already done all the like and subscribe. Follow if you haven't. Ring the bell. Next time we'll be back with Mass Effect, finishing off Theros. And hopefully, Sunday, we'll actually get to do Sonic again. Because that likely to be dragging me away from poor Tales of story. But anyway, goodbye everyone.